Hi, Questers. Today we are taking you along with us to show you everything we ate on the Utopia of the Seas. We were on the Utopia for a 4-day cruise, which took place from Monday to Friday. So if you're hungry, let's eat. Starting off on day one, Monday. This was embarkation day, and we got on board around 10:30 that morning. We browsed around a bit and then headed over to the Windjammer buffet for lunch, where they served seafood for free. I mean, they had everything from mussels to shrimp, clams to lobster tails, in addition to other foods available. My favorite was, of course, the lobster tails, but we also got some Indian food because we both just love it. A few desserts to top it off, and we were set for lunch. Overall, the seafood was pretty good. I didn't like the mussels because they were cold and not hot, which I'm not used to. We thought everything else was good. The desserts could be hit or miss depending on your taste, but they have so much variety that you'll be sure to find something that you like. For this cruise, we got a dining package. So for dinner on day one, we dined at Hooked, which is their seafood restaurant. I know, more seafood. But seafood is my favorite, so I didn't mind eating it again. After browsing the menu for a bit, I decided on getting baked oysters Rockefeller as an appetizer. And yes, I got 2 servings. Well, Chris got the jumbo shrimp cocktail as his appetizer. For my entree, I got the mussels with a side of corn on the cob, while Chris got the captain's platter. That came with a main lobster tail, the branzino, and grilled shrimp, with a side of lobster mac and cheese. Overall, we really enjoyed Hooked. Chris didn't care too much for the lobster mac and cheese, but he really liked his fish and the lobster tail. I tasted the mac and cheese, and yeah, it wasn't all that great. It was just okay. I really liked my mussels, and I loved the oysters. The mussels were hot and tasty this time. For day two, Tuesday, we started off with breakfast in the Coastal Kitchen. The Coastal Kitchen is only for those who have a suite, and since we had a 1-bedroom aqua theater suite, we had access to that Coastal Kitchen anytime we wanted. You'll find the Suite Lounge nestled in the same area as the Coastal Kitchen. The Suite Lounge has a small buffet with various foods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you can either hang out on the lounge side and munch on some of the goodies they have daily, or you can eat on the restaurant side. I started off with coffee and orange juice, and Chris just got an orange juice. For my entree, I got the French toast with bacon, and Chris got the eggs Benedict, but with scrambled eggs instead of poached eggs. I really liked my French toast and bacon, but I guess how much can you mess up French toast, right? Chris liked his food as well. This was actually the only time we ate at the Coastal Kitchen, so we can't compare it to their lunch or dinner. For lunch, we got Playmakers and did some basic wings and fries. We get Playmakers on every ship we've sailed, and it always hits. Those truffle fries are really good, and if you've never had them, you should really try them. It was dinner time and time for the most talked about experience, the Royal Railway. This, let me tell you, was an experience. You're on this makeshift train simulation, so you feel as though you are on a real train. It really felt like we were actually starting and stopping. There were also these virtual windows that displayed various scenery, like we were going through a western or a desert town. This experience included both a show and dinner. To start off, we got this moonshine based drink. It was a little fruity, but it was really good. Then they brought us a basket of different breads along with cheesy pimento dip and caramelized onion butter. Next came the appetizers. We both chose to go with the empanadas. There were 3 different kinds based on color, but one was chicken, one was pork, and one was veggie filling. For the main entree, we both decided on the braised short ribs. It came with mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables. For dessert, I got the Royal Railway cigar, and Chris got the Denver Gold Bar. Each of these were very unique. The cigar really looked like a cigar, but it was a hand-rolled milk chocolate cigar, stuffed with sweet cream, served with house-made dulce de leche ice cream. The Denver Gold Bar was layers of vanilla cake, coconut, and sweet raspberry jam, topped with gold flakes and Moscato rhubarb sorbet. Okay, so for this one, I'll take it bit by bit. The bread, I mean, it's a typical bread basket, but the spreads were good. I liked the pimento cheese spread, but didn't like the onion butter spread. And Chris really liked the onion butter spread and thought the pimento one was just okay. The empanadas appetizer was a hit. We both really liked all three, but our favorite was probably the pork. We both got the same entree, and we both agreed that the short ribs weren't all that great. They were just all right. The desserts were really good, really tasty, and really unique. I mean, the cigar really looked like a cigar. We would really recommend trying this experience out. If nothing else, it's very unique. It's something different that we have never experienced on a ship before. And it was just a really cool, fun show. On Wednesday, day 3, we started off breakfast with the mason jar. We've been wanting to try this place ever since we cruised on the Wonder of the Seas, but didn't get a chance to try it on there, so we got our chance here. We started off with some jalapeno cornbread, which I didn't eat because I don't do spicy food, so that was all Chris. I got the Southern breakfast. That came with a biscuit, eggs, potatoes, and bacon. And Chris got Meemaw's fried chicken and waffles. I got one of those sweet tooth cinnamon rolls to go and ate it later on in the room. That sucker was huge. I couldn't even eat it all. Overall, we both thought the mason jar was all right. Chris didn't think the chicken was all that great, but the waffle was good. He also liked the jalapeno cornbread. My traditional breakfast was pretty good. I requested jelly, and our waiter went over to the Windjammer to get me some, so I thought that was a really nice touch. The cinnamon roll was just too much bread and not nearly enough icing. Plus, it had nuts on top and kind of throughout the roll, and I didn't know that. So I ended up just eating kind of the top of it. Then it was time to head to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We rented a hideout cabin at Hideaway Beach, and the food was included. Drinks were included also if you got the drink package. There is food available throughout the island, but since we had the hideout cabana, we had an attendant assigned to our cabana who brought us anything we wanted. So since the food was included, we got a smorgasbord of things. We tried the fish sandwich, the chicken sandwich, French fries, pizza, the mozzarella sticks, and a few brownies for dessert. Everything was pretty good except the fish sandwich. It just didn't taste good. Chris said it would have been good, but the tartar sauce was nasty, and I agree. So I didn't finish it and got a chicken sandwich instead. For dinner, it was time to try the infamous Chops Grill that we've heard so much about. Well, Chops did not disappoint. Chris started off with his favorite shrimp cocktail, and I got the lobster bisque. For our entrees, I got the petite filet, and Chris got the regular filet. Honestly, they look about the same size to me, but mine was a 6 ounce, whereas Chris's was the 9 ounce. We got some shareable sides of grilled jumbo asparagus, sauteed mushrooms, and the truffled French fries. In our opinion, Chops was excellent. There was nothing negative from either one of us on this one. The steaks were really good, cooked to perfection. I loved my lobster bisque, and all of the sides were really good as well. So we would highly recommend going to Chops. On Thursday, day 4, we started off with breakfast in the Windjammer. I got French toast, scrambled eggs, bacon, a little bit of smoked salmon, one cinnamon roll for me and one for Chris since he couldn't fit it on his plate. Chris got an omelet topped with salsa and cheese, along with bacon, smoked salmon, and topped with some capers. The Windjammer's breakfast is always good to me. Chris, on the other hand, could take it or leave it. He's not a big breakfast person. Lunch was Sorrento's, and we both got the pepperoni pizza from there. I mean, pizza is always a win, so there's not too much to say here. And dinner was at the hibachi spot called Izumi. Izumi Hibachi is like one of those places where you sit at a U-shaped table and the cook cooks the food in front of you. The meal came with a starter, an entree, which is any hibachi meal you want, and then a dessert. I got the Izumi Hibachi, which came with sea scallops and lobster, and Chris got the Samurai Hibachi, and that came with the beef tenderloin and tiger shrimp. Along with the protein, you get, of course, the fried rice and an assortment of mixed vegetables. For dessert, We both got the chocolate lava cake. It was really gooey and really rich. These types of hibachi style restaurants are always a good time because not only does the cook prepare your food right in front of you, but they entertain you as well. So it's always a really fun experience, especially if you're sitting with people who are outgoing and fun. Chris and I both really liked our entrees. If I had to give any negative, it was just a little bit too salty. But other than that, the food was excellent. The lava cake was really good, but it was way too much chocolate for me. I needed either some ice cream or some milk to go with it because it was just really rich. Our last morning on Friday was disembarkation day, and we went to the suite lounge to get a quick bite to eat before leaving the ship. I was still sleepy from waking up that I didn't even record what we ate. But we just had a few of the pastries that was on the buffet here. After we ate, it was time to disembark. So we were off the ship around 7:30 a.m. If you have sailed on Utopia of the Seas, what was your favorite food? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss any of our cruise and travel content. Thanks for watching.